Hey guys, so today I want to talk to you about two things that are going to have a major contributing factor to how well a lot of your savings and investments are going. A lot of people talk about finding the best returns and the best returns and the best returns, but there are a couple factors that tend to actually have a greater impact than most people would think, and they tend to go unnoticed. The first of these two things is the subject of fees. You can look at it this way. Let's say you have two people who are in the same exact investment, but they're paying different amounts of fees, which is something that's very realistic out there. Let's say they're both making 8%. And the first person is paying only 1% in fees, where the other person is paying 4% in fees. And I'm telling you guys, that is, the fee structures out there are that drastically different. There are people where you're gonna get away with 1.5%, and then there are people where they're gonna be charging you, the average out there is actually 4.17%. So it kind of gives you an idea there's a drastic difference. So let's say one person is making 4% after fees, 8% minus the 4% in fees, so they're making 4%, whereas the other person, 8% minus the 1% in fees, is making 7%. The distinct difference there is the person who's actually having only 1% in fees, their money is going to double every 10 years, okay? Whereas the person whose money is doubling, who's paying 4% in fees, their money is gonna double every 18 years. So you can round that off to about 20. So it's gonna double half as many times as the other person. So let's say two people have $100,000. After 40 years, the gentleman who's only paying 1% in fees, his $100,000 becomes $1.6 million. Versus the gentleman who's paying 4% in fees, his $100,000 is only $400,000. It's a very large difference. And some people look at it and go, no big difference between 1% and 4% in fees, but it's massive based on that example. I'll go into the second item that really hinders your progress when it comes to investing tomorrow. But today, fees. Think of that. If you're in something that you don't know what the fees are, find that out. It's very important, because there are a lot of accounts out there that are gonna, perform exactly as well as the account you have already, but with far fewer fees. Okay, guys? So think with that when you're picking investments, picking people to work with. And know that is one of the two major factors that dictates how well your investments are going to do. All right, guys. Well, as always, like, repost, do the whole thing, and I will talk to you again tomorrow.